Okay, I just got to the sink. It's not only got the stickers on it, but it's filthy. It hadn't been washed. I can tell it hadn't been washed. So let's see if we can get the decals off here. And you guys know that I always promote, hey, have a little screen catcher there. What if the guide comes off? I don't want to lose the body, you know, or a bumper or something like that. Yeah, I know they're melted in there, but still, it can happen. All right, let me get the water going. All right, it's still soaking wet. I was just looking for any tiny residuals that I didn't get off. I think it did a pretty good job. It's much cleaner. Let's do this. Let's head back out towards the garage. All right, guys, I got it cleaned up, and I just wicked out the screw post. You know I like doing that. I've got a little paper towel rolled up, and I just stuck it down there. Last thing you want is water in the screw post, and you put a screw in there, and you're going to get a bunch of rust. And let's say you try to take the screw out, and it breaks the screw post. That's not a fun game to play. Now, I thought about touching the bumpers up. They're not that bad with the Molotov chrome pen I got right there. But then I started looking at the back bumper a little bit more. I'm going to replace it. And I thought if I'm going to replace one, I should replace two. So that's what I'm going to do. And I got to take the X-Acto knife and get that flashing off there. Shouldn't be too hard. Should only take a sec. I just need to hold it in front of me. Okay, very good. I just got the bumpers off there with my X-Acto, and those are the old ones. I'm going to dry fit the new ones next. See how they fit. Sometimes there's like a burr or something on there that has to be sanded off, so I'll take care of that if there is. But let me go ahead and dry fit them first. All right, I just got the front one and the back one, and they fit pretty good. On top of the left taillight there was a slight burr, so I took an X-Acto knife to it, and it fits real good now. I do have to drill out the hole where the head goes. I'm going to go ahead and do that next. Absolutely too funny. I just started drilling where the neck part where the head goes, and the whole body come out. I mean, just very, very easily. I like it. I'm going to use that. I think that the I guess that's turquoise goes good against the red there. Just got the calipers out, and I'm trying to get it. Yeah, right. That's mashed up against it real hard. What is that? 1 millimeter. So as far as drilling the heads out where the neck goes, the bit there, 1 millimeter. Very good. I just thought it was about time to start gluing things in, but I remember the boot. I've got the tester's paint there, and I'm gonna go ahead and dab some on. And I know that's a matte finish and this is a gloss, but what I'm gonna do is when I dab it on, after I get it on, I'm gonna take either my finger or paper towel and just kind of touch over it, and that'll give it like a matte finish. Okay, I did touch it up, and I dabbed my finger in it. I gotta do two things. I gotta get my finger clean, and I gotta let this dry. Okay, very good. I know it's been long enough, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to glue everything in. And here's the glue. I've had it for a little bit. I got it at Hobby Lobby because we were at Hobby Lobby. I usually use the Scotch Maximum Strength adhesive. Now this is same or similar. It's still pliable, but the viscosity a little bit thinner. Now what I do, let's say I'm going to do the body there and get the head on, I'll put a little bit of the glue on the spear, and I'll put it on from the underneath side of the body. Then when I set the neck of the head in there, it's good to go. Instead of putting the glue on the little post where the neck is, you might get some on the body. You don't want to do that. That's why I do it from the underneath side. Everything I'm gonna glue up, I got glued up, and guys, you know what time it is. I gotta get the chassis on the body there and get it on the track. Just got the body on the chassis, and you guys remember this chassis? This is the one, when I got it, the back wheels didn't turn. It was because one of the brushes wasn't seated right. So it prevented the back wheels and the gears and everything from turning. Let's see what we get when we get it on the track now. Here we go, I can do it. Oh, looks sharp, doesn't it? That looks good. That looks good. That was a fun, easy project. You know what? Absolutely fun, easy project. Now, I'll tell you what, it just hit me. One of my very first slot cars was one just like this, and I've refurbished that one probably 3 times. Probably 3 times till I got it right. This one, now it's in a real good shape. Guess what I'm gonna do with it? It's gonna go over here, guys. Why is it over there? Just like the truck, I'm gonna pull somebody's name from here, and I'm gonna send that to them on me. Because if you enter the raffle, I wish everybody in there could win. This is my way of seeing if a couple more people can win. All right, real quickly, this stuff over here, the jewel cases and the extended curve thingies, I don't know what you call them, I don't know the proper name for them. I'm going to find a way to get rid of those. I don't want them. I'm sure some of you guys might be able to use them. Now, I do want to pull a name from here. I wish everybody could have won in the raffle, but again, in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be pulling names out of the raffle here. Let me go ahead and get this open. Got my head turned. I'm going to get just one. We have a blank. We have a blank. No, Eugene Bodenberger. Very good. I've known Eugene for quite a while. Very good, sir. Eugene, you get a. If you give me your address, this will go out to you. Now listen, Eugene, if I don't get your address within a week, I'll pull somebody else's name out of the hat. Very good. I tell you what, regarding this stuff over here, I may make another video tomorrow. You guys gave me a lot of good feedback. It's like we were thinking a lot. I got emails, I got comments below. What driver was going to look good in the T-Bird? Again, I know which ones I didn't want, and it seems like a lot of you and me had the same ideas what's going to look good in there. And just to recap, Eugene, make sure I get your mailing address. If I don't have it within 1 week, I'm going to pull somebody's name out of there, and they'll get it. And oh God, that came out good, didn't it? Look at the Mustang. Look at the Mustang. That'll be given away next week. And once again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. The reason I don't care for the jewel cases is there's one term, and you guys know I don't like it, when they say, oh, it's a shelf queen. Screw that. I hate that term. I hate that term. Every slot car I have gets runtime. So I really don't want the jewel cases, and I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you have a particular car or cars, I'll be finding a way to give those away as well. All right, I always say this, and I always mean it, guys. Let me know if you need anything. I had a blast this weekend, and I might do another slot car video tomorrow. Reason being is I'm chomping on the bit to get to these. I really am. All right, guys, see ya.